Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. We are the middle-aged guys, and we bullshit about nothing. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
Earlier this week, there was an announcement that was made that the anticipated game for the Xbox One, Cuphead, which is a 2D shooter made in the stylings of a 1930s cartoon. The developers came out and they said that unfortunately the game, which is originally set to release out around the holidays of this year, is going to be delayed until the first quarter of 2017 because, in their words, quote, we came to a junction where we're either going to cut back on features to make it by this holiday time, or we were just going to go ahead and finish everything up and polish it the way that we wanted to and release the full game as intended. In which case, they decided to go ahead and push it back a few months so that they can finish that all up. Well, a lot of people are looking forward to this game, and I think it's an interesting topic to go ahead and talk about. What are your thoughts, guys? Well, the floor is open.
Haven't we heard this so many times? So let me get this. All right. This is my biggest fear about the game, and any game that does this. Not that it's going to be good or not. My biggest fear is that it's going to come out, and then you're still going to have to fucking get DLC for shit that was supposed to fucking be there. You have a delay now, and you bring that shit out later, and then next thing you know, you still have to purchase shit for fucking DLC. DLC. You just delay the game because you're saying that it's not the way you want it to fucking be. You were either going to eliminate features or bring it out the way it should be. Yet, that shit most likely is going to fucking happen, that you're just going to have to purchase shit. So, what? Their DLC wasn't fucking ready?
No, let's just say this right here. When it comes to development and everything else, features and content are two different things. Features are actual things that you're expecting because of the way the game functions, and if those things aren't complete, and you sit there and you decide to go ahead and take them away to make a deadline. Well, that's always something that's available to a developer. If downloadable content is actually just extra content, you know what? It's all optional shit. Guess what? It's all optional. I don't fucking care. The only time DLC, if we're going to talk about that for a moment, it really bothers me is when it's on this DLC. And you know it because the actual download is something like 54 fucking kilobytes. In other words, it's an 8-bit encrypted fucking password to go ahead and unlock something on your hard drive. Yeah, but if it's DLC where it's like, oh, hey, look, this is a 400 megabyte download. It's actual fucking content. Guess what? I'm not too offended by it. And if I don't want, I won't fucking buy it. I think in this particular instance, what they're talking about is that they were either going to come to a point where features that they had planned for the game were going to be cut in order to make a deadline, or they would just have to push back, and they chose to push back. Myself, I'm not too bothered by that. Hell, I've waited for games for years, multiple years, past their initial release date. So that's really not anything new to me. And generally speaking, if it does come out, I'll just get it for the PC anyway. So
If it does come out,
yeah, if it does come out, I'll just get it for the PC. What about you, Grimel? So what do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't think there's going to be DLC for this type of game. It's a more of a bullet hell game. So I don't really see DLC being the factor on this one.
And they'll find a way.
Huh?
They'll find a way.
I wouldn't be surprised if they shoehorn that in either.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. But
I understand where y'all are coming from. But, to me, I don't mind so much that the game's being delayed. Simply because, if they're putting the last bit of polish on it, and, they don't want another No Man's Sky, where they promise all these features and then they don't deliver. So, I mean, if it takes another several months for them to put those features in the game, I'm all for it.
They delay it like like 4 to 6 months, I think it's understandable.
Yeah.
I don't know on this particular one. It's I think it's well. There are two ways to think about like the announcement of delays, especially things that are coming up in the Christmas season. All right, if they don't make those announcements now, then that means they make those announcements closer to Christmas Day, which pisses people off more. Okay, so right now they're still in the safe buffer zone. Okay, the
Not by much. But
not by much. Okay, Halloween has not passed. Okay, and I understand that they're already putting Christmas fucking decorations up at fucking Walmart and all that other shit, which is completely fucking retarded. Okay, just dumb.
They have Easter stuff out already, man.
All right, this is just really stupid. I mean, Thanksgiving hasn't even fucking passed. All right, but yeah, the big mark of the holiday season as far as shopping and everything goes is usually once Thanksgiving is done with, everybody goes ahead and they concentrate on that. 90% of the retail revenue is made during that last 5 fucking weeks
schedule of Christmas.
Yeah, and that's what they try to go ahead and eat. Yeah, if they didn't make the announcement now, they couldn't have made it later. All right, at least not with the same amount of leeway.
Well, I mean, I think one thing too is I for one am very interested in this game. I was interested in when it was actually announced at E3 2014, I believe, 15,
yeah,
I believe. And I mean, it just looks really interesting, being that it's in the 1930s style.
What, they got to get licensing to put Betty Boop in this game?
That very well could be.
If that's the case, I will actually, I'll give them a lot of props if that's actually the fucking.
She'll be DLC.
If it's DLC,
black and white Popeye, black and white Mighty Mouse, black and white Mickey Mouse. All that shit will be DLC, or those type of skins or graphics, or the change your shit.
No, that's they'll leave that up to the mod community to go ahead and put that shit together.
And they will.
Yes, I know they will.
No, they will.
Mickey Mouse will do that.
You're gonna see Steamboat Willie.
Yep.
Or Moscow and Honey. You'll put them in there.
But
dude, come on!
It's kind of interesting. I mean, I got to say, as far as the game goes, I think the biggest thing that have people like have the buzz around is the fact that the artwork presentation is definitely different. All right,
it is,
and it's not only that, but what I got to say that amazes me is that it's definitely American. All right, it's, as far as the way that it
screens American all around.
As far as the way that it's animated,
nothing else like it.
Yeah, there's nothing else like it. And when it comes out, whether or not it's the beginning of 2017 or whenever it comes eventually, as long as you don't nickel and dime us with on disc fucking DLC and microtransactions, and I really hope they don't. Yeah, whether or not it's going to be on PC. It's not going to be on Xbox One because I have no reason to fucking own the thing. I'm not harping on anybody. I'm just saying the truth. Okay. Look. After we put together your machine and your shit continues to collect dust, all right, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready to put my God box together.
Yeah.
But
moving on. Other news from Microsoft. Earlier this week, on the 13th, Phil Spencer was added again. He was corresponding with the fans and folks out there over Twitter, and he left a tweet out in response to a question. As far as the most requested backwards compatible title from the Xbox 360 for the Xbox One, speaking of the one, was, I believe, Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
All right, that is the most requested title. And in his response back to the person, was like, we would love to have. He said that we would love to have all of the Xbox 360 games available for backwards compatibility, but it has to be a partnership between 3P, third-party publishers, and Microsoft.
Yeah.
Okay, which I gotta say is pretty fucking ambitious. Because I'll be honest, right now, a few months ago when they announced that they were going to do the backwards compatibility thing for the Xbox One, I thought it was just going to be bullshit lip service. And they went ahead, they trickled out a few titles, and what I saw was like, okay, well, this is still shit that's available on Xbox Live anyways, right? So I didn't think I didn't think anything of it. But as of late, they've been adding a lot of titles available for the backwards compatibility, and they've got up to, I think, 250 titles so far. So Microsoft has been, and the program, as far as what they're pushing, has only been around for a few months. They've been actually making an honest effort on this. What do you guys think about?
I mean, the backwards compatibility thing has been out for a little bit like a year now.
Okay,
but because that was announced at E3 2015.
Oh, okay.
And it was announced, and this is 2016 now. The thing about the backwards compatibility thing, one question that I have is, why Black Ops 3? That's on the next gen console.
That's
whoever answered that, I want to ask that. Why Black Ops 3? Of all games, because that's already for the Xbox One. But I digress. The 360 had a substantial library to it. And to have backwards compatibility, yes, that's pretty fucking cool. That totally eliminates if you want to get, I don't know, remastered fucking games.
Yeah.
Well, to correct you.
Okay.
It actually, when it was released, released with over 100 games to start.
Oh, okay.
And I turned on my Xbox One.
Go ahead. I stand corrected. Go ahead.
I turned on my Xbox One, and the ones that are backwards compatible, you see a quote unquote ghost game in your list of games that you have, where you click on it and you could actually download it straight from. And most of mine, like I said, were because I bought a lot of arcade games in the 360 era, and they're showing up as backward when that becomes backwards compatible with the Xbox One. But I think, in all honesty, I think that's the best thing that Microsoft's done in recent times was to tap into those users who, still on the fence about getting an Xbox One, and it kind of helps sweeten the deal a little bit to get an Xbox One.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
But didn't Don Matrick say that there's already a system that plays 360 games? It's a 360.
Luckily, Don Matrix is no longer head of.
No, he didn't say that exactly. But
I'm just saying. Look. Look. This guy, right? He leaves Xbox, gets fired from Xbox. I'll say, but he left, right?
Yeah.
And he goes to what was that other? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he was the CEO of that company, and a month later, he left. So.
He was not on that path to failing upward. All right, he was
pretty much.
He was just failing. All right, the thing with the backwards compatibility, in my eyes, okay, when it comes to a lot of stuff as far as the Xbox Live Arcade and everything else, and indie games that are published through Xbox Live and all of that, that. You know what? If these indie publishers are doing their due diligence and they want to cover another platform, guess what? They're going to be updating it anyways.
Yeah.
All right. When it comes to the actual games on disc and everything, I think what a lot of people had in mind as far as any of the disc-based games and all that was, hey, look, you allow me to go ahead and take my Xbox 360 disc, shove it into my Xbox One, and then it'll go ahead and play.
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't exactly work like that, though.
Well, actually, you have to download it. When you put it in there, you got to download it onto your hard drive like it was an Xbox One game. And what it does is it simulates it.
Yeah, it emulates it.
Or emulates.
Yeah.
Emulate.
You are bored.
Are we the Borg in here now, man?
You are bored.
Yeah. No, but it simulates. You know what it's simulating? It's simulating what would have happened if there was still some goodwill before 2013 for the users to grab this fucking machine. All right.
God, dude.
But that aside, all right, because I'm not going to harp on that.
You know that dagger's pretty sharp, man. You know that, right? Yeah.
You know I got a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. As far as the backwards compatibility things goes, and not to harp on again, but I keep on remembering that, you know, a lot of people asked them about backwards compatibility before all of this started.
And they said no.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be
impossible.
It wasn't going to be impossible. And everybody who had a fucking technical clue about it was like, no, this shouldn't be. You know.
Well, see, the thing what gets me is like in 2015 when, you know, through their E3, and they're saying, guess what? Backwards compatibility, and everybody's like, and, you know, there was lip service from Phil Spencer saying that, you know, we had a special group of people to work on this. That's what they were doing because that's the most.
No.
That was the most wanted feature on the Xbox One, and you know the people that know better, we just shook our heads like, yeah, we knew,
yeah,
and that would
just
be
basically put backwards compatibility into place of always fucking watching us, you fucking bastards.
Well, that's why you wear a condom on your Kinect.
On the Kinect, yeah. Put a condom on the Kinect. Can't game raw on the Xbox One.
Look, wait. At least you don't fucking need to connect in order to fucking work your shit anymore.
No.
True.
But I you know, the backwards compatibility thing, it's a good thing that Microsoft did that, and I think that's actually one of the reasons why I'm not saying they're neck to neck with PlayStation right now, but it dug them out of that fucking 2013 hole that they put themselves in.
They're making ground. They're making ground. I'll admit that.
That definitely helped.
You know, and the thing is that especially over the last few months, you know, the sales numbers for PS4s have dropped, and they've actually Microsoft.
Almost everyone fucking has one.
Well, not only that, you know, but the Xbox One and the One S, you know, they've been selling well, but that's because I think a lot of people not only either they already have the PS4, or if they're thinking about getting one, they're like, shit, I'll just wait 2 months. I'll spend the extra $100 to get me a Pro.
True. I mean, certain people are gonna. I mean, I don't even know anyone that even purchased it. I haven't even seen an Xbox One S owned by anyone because motherfuckers is like, why should I buy this shit? I just might as well wait for the Scorpio.
And you know what? In all honesty, I mean, I've owned an Xbox One since 2013.
Yeah.
And when the Scorpion comes out, that's about 4 years.
Yeah.
5 years. So that's usually about time where you get a new console anyway.
That's the same console.
Yeah.
So it's a different console.
No, does it play other games?
I think it's different enough to. I mean, I like I said, I would consider getting a Scorpion. I still need to know more about it.
Yeah,
it'll play Xbox One games.
You know, the funny thing about the Xbox One S, I think a lot of people who are buying the Xbox One S really aren't buying it for the games. They're buying it for the fact that it's an affordable Ultra HD
DVD player. Blu-ray player? No.
Yeah. No, it's a 4K Blu-ray player. It's affordable.
That's the cheapest on the market right now.
Yeah, it's affordable, and you can fucking game on it.
You can with what?
Yes.
All I gotta say is I already got a PC. But
your response.
No, I'm just saying I already got a PC.
And I'll have one soon.
Yeah, you'll have one soon.
But Gravehouse, you have an Xbox One. That question should be answered immediately by you.
I did.
Yeah.
I made a comment. You didn't hear it?
No, games. Name the games.
Where are the games? Where are the games? Yeah. They're delayed to 2017.
18.
Oh.
18. They got Gears of War 4 now.
Oh.
I mean,
Battlefield 1.
No, that's multi-plat.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What's this?
Quantum Break.
Yeah.
You get that on the PC.
Yep.
You get, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
everything you can get on the PC.
Yeah.
except for Halo. Yeah.
No, Halo, you get Halo on
Halo,
PC too.
Halo 5, Halo 6. Yeah, only on Xbox One. Yeah.
Halo Wars 2, PC.
Halo Wars 2 you can get on the fucking PC. I don't understand that.
Well, it's a strat game, right?
Yeah,
It's
RTS.
because RTS play like ass on a fucking control pad. That's why.
It does.
Okay, fine. But a lot of people didn't say that about the first Halo Wars.
For a lot of people, that might have been their first fucking RTS.
Man, come on. Everybody's played Clement and Conquer and stuff, man.
You'd be surprised.
Oh,
You'd be surprised.
But
Surprised.
yeah, on delaying Cuphead and asking for more backwards compatible Xbox 360 games, there shouldn't even be a fucking question to ask for those. Ask for backwards compatibility. No. That's stupid to me. Every fucking game should be fucking available if parameters are met. It shouldn't even be a fucking question.
PlayStation 4 says hello.
Wait a minute. They don't offer backwards compatibility at
They
all.
never have.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's just as far as it goes.
But everybody knew that.
Yeah, but as
But as far as what I'm saying is, what games would you like to see? What kind of fucking question is that?
all of them.
I can't argue that point.
That's my point. That's
yeah.
stupidity to me.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. Just put all the fucking games on there if you don't have any licensing issues or anything like that.
That's the problem, I think, is the
Then
major
why the fuck
problem.
would you ask? If you ask and you give the answer, well, we have problems with that. Then don't fucking ask me then, you fucking bastard. Just put the fucking games on there. Seriously.
No, that's not completely
And this
unreasonable.
concludes our video for tonight.
I don't know about that. Well, I'm going to apologize for turning this into a rag on Xbox negative 359 type segment, but I gotta say that as even with their shortcomings, their previous shortcomings, and everything else, they're making strides. They're making strides. Still not gonna buy one, but they're making strides. I'm
like that.
Honest. I'm being honest. They're making strides. Hey, look, it's just like that kid, that annoying little kid that lives in your neighborhood. All right, if the kid learns not to go ahead and knock on your door nonstop while they're asking to see if somebody is home, can you go ahead, come out and play? No, come on, please. Look. Once the kid goes ahead and he learns not to do that, sure, it might take me yelling at his ass a few times. But when he learns not to do that, I'm going to sit there and say, hey, the kid has learned. He's doing a little bit better, but thank God he's not my fucking kid. And that's just how this situation is. All right? Anything else, guys?
Nope.
Yep. I think that one's done, right?
Oh.
That's well done. I think we cooked it.
And one steak sauce on it?
Yeah.
I was sticking a fork in this one. In that case, oh yeah, yeah. And
wait. What backwards compatibility games that you want to see? Well, fuck. Have more fucking Xbox One games. That's what you really want to see.
Or yeah, if they're not going to do one, at least
or exclusives.
Yeah.
So you mean tell me the only exclusives that you can get are 360 games?
That's not going to happen. The way Microsoft is doing now.
Wait a minute. Again, the only way you'll get exclusive games is on your fucking is on your 360 library.
You're not exactly. Yeah. You're not going to get an exclusive game no more. It's PC and Xbox One.
Cuphead better not go PC.
Look, those things are.
Wait, Cuphead is going PC, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. They're conjoined at the hip. That was what they were doing. That's what they're doing. That is their focus. But the thing is, though, which drives me insane is that there's no pushback. I have not heard any pushback against anybody saying.
Why is there going to be any pushback from the PC Master Race?
No, I'm
talking about the Xbox guys, the Xbox One guys. They're
so far of. Then they're not going to push back.
I think right now, as far as it goes, as far as
consider that one console.
As
You know?
Yeah, but as far as the masses goes, this is the one thing that I think a lot of people have realized. Okay, is that if you don't have an Xbox One and you have a PC, guess what? You still have access to the same games.
Yep.
But
Same library.
if you have an Xbox One and you're gaming on it, fine. Nobody's gonna sit there and say anything about it. And a lot of Microsoft faithful who have the Xbox One, I don't want to sit there and say they've consigned themselves to their own fate, But look,
who doesn't have a computer nowadays? I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, 99.9% of people in America that is within.
Well, I understand that you have to build a specific PC to play.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about this. All I'm saying is that people that are in the lower middle class, upper middle class, even maybe the very scratching the bottom of middle class, everybody has a laptop. Everybody has a computer. So
tablets don't count.
Huh?
Tablets don't count.
No, I'm not talking about tablets. But so I understand why Microsoft is funneling so much attention into, I mean, the PC and the Xbox One, they consider that as one console, as one entity, because just like you said, Play Anywhere. They're pushing that Play Anywhere, since what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
A year ago, year and a half ago? Oh. But so that I think that's an interesting feature that I could start my game as long as I bought a copy of the game. So if I bought the game on PC, I could take that PC game and stream it on my Xbox One, or if I bought the console game, I could take it and put it on my PC and play it no matter how, you know what I mean? And I think that's a brilliant idea.
But you can't do that for the same fucking disc. It has to be one or the other.
What do you mean? No. It's what do you mean one disc? I'm confused.
So you can take an Xbox One disc and put it in your PC?
No, you don't need to do that.
You would need to download it. Yeah. So, I mean, let's semantics of how it works aside.
Yeah, we kind of got.
Yeah.
We always get sidetracked, as always.
I just hope that doing that, your computer doesn't get the red rings.
Well, see, why did that stop me in mid-sentence? That did.
Because it was halfway ridiculous and half.
It
was half ridiculous because it was half ridiculous and half.
That stopped me in mid-thought, dude. I mean, talk about taking you.
PCs don't red ring, they blue screen. All right.
And with a loud ka-ting noise.
Wait, wasn't the PlayStation that gave you blue and the Xbox gave you red?
Actually, your PlayStation 4 will give you a blue ring too, or a blue.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I have to agree with what Theme says, that which games, all of them.
Yeah,
all of them that.
Why are you going to random select this?
A lot of them are up to third-party publishers as far as they want to go.
But that's the point.
Work on it.
But the thing is, though, the amount of
and then, like I said earlier, you ask and you say, "Oh, well, that's complicated." It's like, then why the fuck are you asking?
Well, the amount of third-party support already is insane. There's a lot of third-party support right now. So, I mean, there may be certain licenses that ran out that,
Yeah.
That's like him asking, what Xbox franchises would you like to see come back?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It should go without, a lot of this should go without saying, but like you said, in the end, they're making strides, and I'll recognize that.
Options.
The options. They're at least opening up their options. All right, which is, like I said, I'm not gonna detract from that.
Xbox One and PC exclusive,
and
Windows 10 exclusive. You're gonna be hearing that that's it. They're one PC or
will their games be compatible for Windows 11 or Windows 12? Or?
Oh, jeez.
I didn't even get an answer. Oh God.
There is no guarantee.
There's no guarantee that Microsoft will Windows 11.
Huh.
They may do some crazy Windows ME again or something.
Oh, right.
No. The moment that what is it? Tim Cook, the guy, the Microsoft CEO.
Yeah.
The moment his ass steps out on stage for one of their year-end reports, and he sits there and goes, the generational OS thing is just kind of backwards thinking. We're not going to end this particular generation of OSs. We're going to come out with the Windows 10 Pro or the Windows 10 Project Sagittarius. Fuck that. No. No. Okay.
More like Project Gemini. Two-faced.
No, all right. Fucking Project Cancer, the shit this fucking upsets me about. God damn, you know?
We went off to the left field there. We're talking about horoscopes now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'll give little Timmy his cookie. He's no longer just knocking at my door like a annoying little shit.
Oh, so wait.
But
So in this metaphor, let's continue with the metaphor. You open up that door now.
No.
But how are you gonna give little Jimmy a cookie? You open up that door, and that's when they get you.
No. What I'm gonna do is I'll sit there. I'll throw that through the crack in my window.
Throw it out through the window.
I'll slip it
like a passing.
I'll slip it through the fucking mail slot. Is what's happening. Here goes, little Timmy.
Or you could be like that house on the block at Halloween that leads to the candy out on the front porch with a light on. Please only take one.
I don't give out candy on Halloween. That doesn't count to me.
But you know what I mean.
Fuck those people too. Okay,
exactly.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. Otherwise, I'm yelling at Timmy through my fucking screen door. Hey, don't fucking do that again.
Quit knocking on my door. I'm not opening.
All right. Damn it. We just sounded like such middle-aged old men. Woo, all right. On that note, yeah. Interesting things with Microsoft, Xbox, Phil Spencer, and of course, he's making waves on social media. He's making ripples on social media again. With that, this particular video, before we jump into another 10-minute segment on something else, Timmy, Halloween, fucking otherwise, we're going to end this one right here. We're the middle-aged guys. Like we say at the end of every video, if you're so kind, leave us a like, hit the subscribe, leave us a comment below. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Hey, Mouse One.
Once again, for the benefits of common sense logic in gaming, just make all the games backwards compatible. Stop with the garbage. And Cuphead, if you get a delay, please make this a great fucking game. Please. That's all we ask for. Credits.
Timmy.